Hey guys, Stevel here. Today we're going to take a look at a Baltimore game. It's on the map Shards. Domination mode. Now this is of course the Tier 7 American cruiser. And you'll probably notice a couple things right off the bat. Number one, there's only 6 players per side. It's kind of a weird situation right now with Tier 7s. I don't think there's a lot of people that have them. And of the people that have them, they're not necessarily playing them constantly. So I think the population of Tier 7s is pretty low. I'd say this is a fairly average sized Tier 7 game at the moment. And again, if you're watching this in the future, this is roughly 2 weeks after launch. So a lot of people are still grinding out their lines and not a lot of Tier 7s around. If you do get into a full 9-person Tier 7 game, it's usually a Tier 7/Tier 6, and once in a while some poor Tier 5 will get stuck in there. That's usually the composition. Full Tier 7 games are a blast. This is, like I say, this is fairly typical. Once in a while, you'll even see like a 3 or 4 per side game, which I don't know. It's unfortunate. And the load times can be a little bit long. So that's just a note on why this is the way it is. And you also notice on the other team that there's no destroyers. Now, one of the kind of highlight of this ship, well, no, let's say one of the highlights of the ship is the radar. You'll see in my consumables. There's no airplane on this, but there is radar. Radar is massively detrimental to destroyer gameplay. Let's just put it that way. Basically, I think it's 9 kilometers, I want to say. I might be wrong, but it reveals every ship within a very long range. So smoke hiding behind islands, none of that matters. And this is not going to be the last Baltimore game I ever post, I'm fairly certain. But I do want to do a consumables beginner's guide soon, so the radar discussion would be part of that. But just, I just wanted to point that out, that that's not going to really factor into this particular match. I just wanted to put this up here to highlight a few other things. The first thing I want to highlight is that high tiers, arm wrangling is extremely important. This Vanguard is showing a broadside to me and whatever that battleship was that spawned near me that played around B. He's now about a grid square to my north. I don't know what ship that is. You'll see I am angled, I don't know, 10-15 degrees towards the target. And yes, I'm only firing 2/3 of my gun. But at lower tiers, at least at this point in the game's history, you can get away with showing broadsides a lot. Higher tiers are going to get sent back to the garage very, very quickly when you do it. I'm shooting HE at this guy. The AP shells on this Baltimore long range will surprise the heck out of you when you start playing the ship. You can bomb basically full range shots with AP and start, smoking people. That particular ship, I don't know. It's a judgment call. I mean, I was just trying to whittle them down. When you can see we got over 40k damage on them. Now here we got the Myoko. And so we're going to fire off the HE that we had loaded and switch to AP. Again, this guy is showing broadside. Now I am too. I'm attempting to back up, and you can see my rudder is over, so I'm turning my ship. But while loaded, we're going to fire off all 3. And we land one citadel. You can see the devastating damage. This guy's clearly firing torpedoes. I don't think he's fired a shot at me yet. Boom. He gone. Now you might be thinking, what was he doing? He might have been holding his fire, trying to get out of range. Keep in mind, if you recall the vision video that I put up, if you fire, your detectability goes to your full primary gun range for 20 seconds. So it's possible he was thinking, if I don't fire, my detectability range will be shorter. Maybe he was just having a hard time aiming the torpedoes. Maybe it was just a really bad play. I don't know. I'm just saying that's possible. That's what he was doing. Something to consider. if you're trying to escape, don't always fire the guns when you're trying to run away. A lot of times keeping them silent and booking out of there is going to be your best play. And again, we don't know if that's what he was doing in that particular case or not. Now here we run into the Nagato. Again, another thing you want to be doing high tier play, you don't want to be charging around corners. I poked out a little bit further than I'd like to do here. It wasn't the end of the world. Again, I'm angled fairly well, and you can see again my rudder is pointed to the left. That's trying to even up my ship more vertically towards him. But again, I'm not that overexposed, so we're just going to back up. And we got HE loaded, so we're just going to keep firing off the front two guns as we get around the island here. So that wasn't a devastating play. He did take a little bit of damage on me, but not bad. Now we're down 3 ships to 4. And we got just shy of 100k at this point, so it's a pretty good game. I like to, for cruisers and battleships, I think it's a helpful metric. If you can do your HP and damage, that's your baseline goal. Okay, so in this case, and this ship, this game I didn't have the top 2 upgrades, which was the hull. Better hull is like 5,000 HP, and then the gun range. And you can see I think it's a 10% increase in gun range or whatever. I had a couple instances in this game where I wasn't quite able to fire as long as I was hoping, so after this I free XP'd the last 2 packages, maxed up the ship. I thought I've had enough of the grind on this. You got 4 modules and then 3 upgrades. And all in all, it's a very expensive endeavor to level up a tier 7 ship. I think it's between purchasing and upgrading, it's about 30 million silver, okay? So a lot of people have said to me, oh, the grinds in this game aren't that bad. Why would I ever need a premium? The premiums for XPs are not needed. The premiums for silver would definitely make your life a lot easier, because these high tier upgrades get expensive very quickly. Now here we're running into an Amagi, and I'm kind of flushed out between the Nagato, and I'm kind of sprung, you know. I don't know, maybe I was just running scared a little bit, charging forward here. I'm switching to my AP. I'm just trying to get this guy dead. And this player, Black Priest 14, I ended up messaging him after the game. Watch what his secondary does when I should not have gotten this close to him. But the amount of fire that comes off of it, I was just, oh my god, it was crazy. So I sent him a message saying, wow, great game. That secondary you got on that thing is nasty. And he's like, yeah, I upgraded the commander and the equipment. They're all kind of geared towards the secondary weapon package on his Amagi. So what video was it? Oh, it was the mods video. I was trying to tell people, you know, don't underestimate the secondary gun package on those, especially your battleships, because you got just a tiny little bit of a taste there. But that was, I think I was a little panicked, I guess, making that play, because I didn't want to get the Nagato right behind me and then that guy in front of me. So I was just trying to kill that Amagi as best I could, but unfortunately I die, and then our destroyer here tries his best, but he's not able to win. So all in all, a pretty good game. Like I said earlier, it's not going to be the last time you see the Baltimore on this channel by any means. I just want to put it up there to highlight a couple things unique to high tier play, especially armor angling and not being overly aggressive when you're peeking around cover. So if you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for plenty more World of Warships. Both the likes and the subscriptions really tell YouTube that you guys like the content. It helps it promote it, so I appreciate that a lot. Questions, comments, leave it below, please. I love hearing from you guys, and we'll see y'all later. Alright, peace.